morning everyone. So it's day 2 on the beautiful island of Boipeba here in Bahia. So if you watched yesterday's video, we came from that direction over there, which is where we got the boat to arrive on the island. And today we're going to explore the side of the island which is this way. So over this hill here, there's supposed to be the nicest beaches here on the island. So we're going to check those out. Looks like we got lucky with the weather today.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, the previous days was just rainy.
Yeah, yesterday was rainy and then it opened up a bit. It was too late to do anything, so we just stayed home and we walked a little bit, but we couldn't do much because we didn't know if it was gonna rain. But today we have this good weather. Yeah,
it looks beautiful today, so hopefully it stays like this all day. So right next to the beach there's this trail here, and this is the trail that will take us all the way to the other beaches. So when we arrived, it looked like our bungalows were the final ones on the beach, but there's actually loads of other buildings all the way down here. What is that?
I don't know.
Eat it.
No, it's nothing.
The poison. Check the flower out there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, so these are the beaches that we want to go to: Tassimirim, Cueira and Morire. So they're all in this direction, and this is where the proper jungle trail starts. So just like 2 minutes from where we're staying. It's all wild. The cool thing about this island is the majority of the trails are like this, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like big jungle everywhere, and there are like different species of plants and trees. Like, it's very different from other places that we've seen, especially in Rio. Like,
yeah, I think this is wilder than Rio even.
Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, seems to be more variety. Look at this, like proper jungle around here. So when you're walking around the island, there isn't really that many like proper roads, so a lot of the places are just like this to get between the different areas. Just these cool trails everywhere. So this is apparently the fanciest like resort here on the island, Pousada Mangabeiras. So it's up there. You can actually see some of the buildings on the hillside. And check it out, they even have an elevator in the middle of the jungle to take the guests up. Pretty sure that's the only one with an elevator here. How much was it to stay here? I think you checked, didn't you?
Yeah, I think it was 2,000 reais.
2,000 reais?
A bit too expensive for us.
Yeah. Yeah, so you see this big thing everywhere around here on loads of the trees. So I think it's termites. We think that's what it is anyway, I'm not sure. In Portuguese you call it cupim, like a big termite nest. Huge. They're everywhere, right?
Yeah, we see some big ones, and like there's one over there. Oh, look at that one.
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, I was talking about.
That's crazy.
Look at that. It's a huge one. They're taking over. So like we mentioned, it has been raining a lot, so this area here, it's all like swampy. No way to avoid it. And this is the first beach. So I think this one is Tassimirim, isn't it?
Yeah, the name here.
Tassimirim.
Praia, Tassimirim.
Yes, it only took about 15 to 20 minutes overall from where we're staying. And yeah, it's way more beautiful on this side. So this area here has some natural pools when the tide goes down. It's supposed to go down today around like 1, 2 p.m. So I think when it's really low, you can even just walk to it. So I don't know if we'll be doing that today. I think some of the beaches that we go into in a while also have the natural pools. So yeah, maybe we will be able to see them. We're not planning on doing the boat trips though, but you can do that. So even though the beach is pretty remote, you still get some little shacks here, restaurants and bars. I think they only open later on. When we came here the other day, they were open. Look at this one. So it's called Cabana Flor do Caribe, flower of the Caribbean. Check out this donkey here. Bom dia. Yeah, so you'll see donkeys and horses all over this island. A lot of people ride them around here since there's no cars, and then they use for like transport, like that one. So we decided to stop at one of the little beach shacks that are open to get some cold coconuts.
Yeah, I'm thirsty.
Yeah, I'm thirsty too. Ah, this guy's got a surfboard. I guess there's surfing around here. So for 2 coconuts and a water, it cost us 19 reais overall. Wow. Yeah, this coconut is extra sweet. Have you tasted it yet?
Yeah, it's almost like they put sugar on it, but
yeah.
I know they wouldn't, but it's very, very sweet.
Yeah, I honestly think that's the sweetest coconut I've ever tasted. Like Carol said, it's like they've added sugar. Bizarre. So we kind of screwed up. We forgot to bring our wallet with all our money and our cards in. And yeah, the guy already brought us the drinks. But luckily here in Brazil they have something called Pix, which is an online transfer. So since I have a bank account here with Bradesco, a Brazilian bank, I can pay them over the app. But we did need internet, so we got lucky that this little shack here has internet. Didn't expect it to have Wi-Fi, but yeah, they have good Wi-Fi here, so yeah, I was able to pay that way. So this right here is the second beach called Praia da Cueira, the same beach where we just drank the coconut. So the first one was just back there, a small one, but this one, Cueira, It's huge. Goes all the way down there, and then I think the final one, Morire, is over there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's around that corner over there.
Yeah, and how long did the guy say it was overall from where we're staying?
I think around 7 kilometers.
7 kilometers?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so quite a bit of walking.
Yeah.
So just like everywhere in the northeast of Brazil, you have the never-ending coconut trees all the way down. Even going inland, it seems to never end when I film with the drone. So I know that a lot of international travelers usually go to Rio de Janeiro, probably the most famous spot for international tourism in Brazil. So if you go there, there is an island that's pretty similar to here called Ilha Grande, which translates to Big Island. And that's actually mine and Carol's favorite place in Rio. So if you want this kind of experience, definitely worth going to there. It's only a few hours from the center of Rio, and yeah, it's just amazing, super relaxed. Also doesn't have cars and stuff, so yeah, it's a very similar vibe. A bit more touristy than here, but you can still find loads of empty spots. So to get to this final spot, we have to cross this river. I think you can only cross really at low tide without getting soaked anyway. So I'm not sure where the best spot is. Just like a lot of the rivers in Northeast, it's that like browny orange color. I guess there's some sort of substance in the water that makes it that color around this region. I don't know where the path is though on the other side.
Yeah, I don't even know if we can cross without getting wet, because I can't see the floor or anything.
Yeah, look how nice this looks though. So you got the huge beach back there, some black looking sand, and then this calm little river here. So we just saw some locals cross this part here, and yeah, they didn't even look knee height, so we're gonna cross this part where they crossed. Seems safe. Wow, look at that color. Carol's got her waterproof camera.
Not really.
Not waterproof at all.
No, that's why I'm holding like this.
Just don't fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, so also got to pass this part here, but it's super shallow as well. Man, this island is absolutely beautiful though. Look at this. I think this is probably one of the most peaceful places we've ever been.
Yeah. And for Brazil, that's a bit rare to find, especially in the beach destinations of Bahia and the Nordeste. So yeah, I think we found a hidden gem.
Alright, flip-flops back on. That's what I call a nice pathway.
Yeah.
I think these horses are wild, aren't they?
Yeah, they look like wild horses.
Yeah, they're not tied up or anything. Olá.
Boa tarde.
Boa tarde. Hello. Okay. I don't think we had seen cows yet, right? On this island?
No.
Just horses and donkeys.
There's a baby cow there.
Yeah, baby cow and then big family back there. And I think the beach that we're trying to get to is just right here now. Not far at all. Alright, this is it. Moreira. Got the cacao there. So this is probably the nicest beach of them all right now. All the ones that we've visited so far on this island. Got the nice powdery white sand. And this has the nicest ocean color. Got loads of different shades of blue there. A lot clearer than the other places. Carol, I had no idea that Bahia had water like this.
Yeah, it's a surprise even for me. It's like a water of different shades of green and blue.
Yeah, it's almost similar to like Porto de Galinhas, Maragogi.
Yeah, but here is empty, which is great.
Yeah, those places were jam-packed. Yeah, this place almost looks like Caribbean style, really. So right here on the coast, these are already some of the reefs. The boat tours will take you all the way out there though. Could probably even walk, I don't know. It looks pretty shallow.
Sleepy beach dog of the day.
Chubby beach dog.
Chubby.
Eat him well.
Yeah. You want some belly rub?
Look at that big belly. Big belly. So look at this part here, the reef is joined right next to the beach. Like this area has nowhere that you can swim really. Literally touching the sand. So I could see that on the drone from above, like how close it was, all this region here. Ah, those guys got a little pool over there though. So we walk into the far opposite side of this same beach, Moreira, and this side's less deserted, so there's some spots to stay here. Kind of looks like more of a hippie vibe. The people that we saw looked more hippies, and the places that you can stay look a bit like hippie-ish. Carl, I think if we were to come back, we would have stayed around here.
Yeah, we asked the recommendations from our friends, and they said that area is more lively, so that's why we decided to stay in the center of Velha Boipeba, but I think we prefer this area here because it's way more beautiful, the beach, and also the vibe of the places that we keep seeing. I don't know, it just seems to be better.
Yeah, but especially the beaches. This is the best beaches that we've seen on the island by far. Looks amazing. And even back here there's still loads of nice accommodations as well, so it's not all like hippie places. Got this area here that kind of seems like fancy bungalows. Moda e África. So we've come to this really cool spot here to get a bite to eat. It's called Ventus Morere. Super cool. And yeah, here's the menu here. So I think I want to get a juice. That's 10 reais I think for the juice. What are you going to eat?
Maybe fish. I don't know.
Fish.
They also have a vegetarian moqueca, but I don't know. Maybe I'll stick with the fish.
Is that for one person? 76?
Yeah, 76 for one person.
Okay. And I think I'm going to get a falafel, which is 60 reais. Don't usually eat that. We're heading back to the center of Boipeba now, but we don't have to walk back. There are forms of transport, so you can get like a quad taxi, that's an option, but there's also like a tractor that takes people there, a tractor that pulls a cart, so I'm gonna try and get that.
Yeah, I think we need to run.
Need to run?
Yeah, there's one over there.
Is he waiting for us?
I don't know.
Yeah. Run! Carol, the first time in a tractor bus, I don't know. No idea how much this is. Yeah, that's some of the coolest public transport I've ever seen. That was an adventure.
Yeah, it was fun. Even the dog was inside.
Yeah, the dog was enjoying it. People surfing on the outside. So I think out of all the spots in Bahia, this was by far the best.
Yeah, and yeah, we didn't stay in the best area, but still, I think we loved Boipeba a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, we wish we had stayed in Morere, but even around here, everything's awesome. It's all super local. I think that's why we like it so much. It's like really local. It doesn't feel that touristy at all.
Yeah, and the nature is just like so beautiful. Everything is like the jungle. It's beautiful, and the beaches are awesome. So everything's perfect.
Yeah, and just super peaceful. Everything. So this is the end of our trip here in Boipeba. Tomorrow we're going to be leaving, unfortunately, and it's the end of our trip in Bahia. We really don't feel ready to go yet. We're loving exploring these like remote beach destinations in Bahia, and this place just has a unique vibe. It's different to Rio. I think overall in Brazil, this is the place where we've enjoyed the vibe the most, the people. Yeah, so it's just an amazing place to visit. And I might as well mention that there's a cool restaurant here that we went to for our wedding anniversary called Céu de Boipeba. So it's a restaurant that's high up, and we didn't get any sunset shots because it was cloudy, but you still get some amazing views. So definitely worth checking out if you're coming here. It's really close to where we're staying, like a 15-minute walk. Since we're in Brazil, we always get asked about how safe places are, so places like this are just insanely safe, probably safer than where a lot of you guys are living if you're living in cities. So yeah, Brazil always has this thing with the safety, right? A lot of people abroad have this image that it's just super dangerous everywhere, but that's just not true at all. It's like any country. So in the main capitals, the big cities, you obviously have more problems, more violence, more chance of being like pickpocketed, stuff like that. But if you just go to quiet places like this, there's zero risk at all. Like even on the beach here, you can just leave your belongings on the beach unattended. Nothing's gonna happen. So it's a similar thing to any other country, really. If you go to little quiet villages in any other country, the chance of having issues are way less. So yeah, it's not all of Brazil at all. And even in the big cities, I still think it's a bit over exaggerated. Some people make Rio out to be like the Gaza Strip or something, like super dangerous like that, and it's not that at all. If you pay attention and stuff, the chance of anything happening to you is very slim. I mean, I've been coming to Brazil ever since I was a kid, almost every year, and I lived in Rio for 6 years and nothing ever happened. Being here now like 4 months, filming with cameras and stuff, nothing ever happens. So yeah, it is exaggerated, that's for sure. But there are many places like this, amazing places like this, where you can basically just be completely risk-free. So yeah, if that's something you're worried about, just avoid big cities and yeah, come and relax in beautiful places like this. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. There's a lot more to come here from Brazil. If you did, just drop a like to support us, subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this, follow us on Instagram, and we'll see you in the next one.